Hi there, me again. We're here looking still at this custom student homepage and staff homepage that you can get with this particular thread on Yammer. It's pretty much blown up. There's a whole lot of discussion in here, but there's a post that I wanted to highlight here by Peter Noakes. And he said, what about separate pages with links to different things? And that brings up an interesting point. And what I'm not trying to do is design this page the way every school wants it. What I've given is a template, which is one page of 36 icons, but then you can do whatever you want with that page, put whatever icons you want, but as well as that you can put whatever extra pages you like. So if we go all the way to the bottom of this thread, we've had another comment that Vikram made, maybe a coding section for both teachers and students with things like Scratch, Make Code, Tinker, etc. So they could be sections that are within the existing page, or they could be on other pages altogether. So what I thought I'd do is show you very quickly how you go about doing that. So if you copied the template, you made a copy for yourself, and we're in our Google Drive and we've gone into the student homepage, for example. What it will do is open up in Google Sites. I'll just move myself over here so that I'm not in the way while that's loading up. There's now 92, I think, different icons that you can get for this particular custom homepage. But yeah, here we've got our single page. It's got 36 icons on it. You can add more to it if you want to, but how big do you want it to really be before you start to realize that not every icon applies to every single student at your school? So maybe you want to think about breaking it up into different subject areas, or maybe into different year groups. So you could have a separate page for year 1, year 2, year 3, etc. Or you could group them. So I'll just give you an example of what you could do. If you go into pages here and you wanted to make a new page, I just got to move up a little bit. Down here there's a plus button, and we'll give it a new page. So let's say we want to make one called K-2. And if we go done, that will now add a second page. So the original student page is here, and then I've created a new empty code page called K-2, and this is my menu navigation at the top here. So if I add more pages, so if I wanted to add another one, which would be 3-6, and done. Get out of my way. Done. So I've now got, as you can see, 2 different pages on top of the original student page. So then what I want to do is think about, okay, well maybe some of these things don't really apply to everybody but only apply to K-2. So let's just give you an example. Maybe it's this line here. What we could do is grab that entire line by clicking just in this grey area here, and you'll get a blue box around it. Actually, before I show you that, I should show you the K-2 page. So you can see it's empty, and it's got a big space here ready to put content. So let's go back quickly and go back to that section, reading eggs area. Click on that to highlight all of that. Go Control-C on your keyboard, go to your K-2 page, and go Control-V, and that's pasted that whole line in. If I wanted to add a separate thing onto 3-6, and I could paste that exact same thing in there. So I could have duplicated icons on different pages if I want to, or if I wanted to just grab one icon. So say I wanted study ladder because it applies to all. I've got to click on it so it gets these handlebars around it, and then you go Control-C to copy, and if I go to K-2, I can paste that there. You'll notice it pastes within its own extra area. I can click it and drag it and put it somewhere else, move these around as I showed before. But when you paste that in there, you'll find that you get these big white areas. Well, these colors can be adjusted within here. So I've just chosen the one that's called Emphasis, and that gives you the dark grey background. So you can now edit, delete these icons, add new ones. If I go to Insert and I go to Drive, I can go to My Drive and my Icons folder, which is here. As I said, there's 92 icons in there. now, and if I want to get something that is new, for example, Google Forms, I can insert that. I can insert a whole bunch of them. So you can click on, here's iMaths, here's Inquisitive, here's, what else will we grab? MakeCode. And so it's selected 4 as it says. I go insert, and it will chuck them all in there. And I do the same old trick that I did before, resize them, adjust the link and so on, drag them into the location where they need to go. So if I wanted that one up here, whoops, not sure what I did there, I doubled it somehow. That's a really good trick. If I go Control Z a few times, I can undo. So I can try that again because it didn't quite do what I wanted. That's where I want it, and then I can resize. A bit fiddly this, but you get used to it. You can play with that as much as you like. Click on there then when you're ready, and you can add your links and so on. So that's how you go about creating extra pages. The navigation gets created at the top, and if I go to publish, I will have a new page that has all of that information. So this is going to show what I had before, what I have published. If I go publish, it will now give me a URL, and if I go to this one here, I can go view published site, and this is what the actual site looks like. So I've got the student page, I've got K to 2, I've got 3 to 6 ready to go. That's how it's done. Hope that was of use. See you next time.